Hi guys, just come back to do a quick re-flip through of my Christmas Traveller's Notebook. I've done quite a few changes and made some new things for it, and I wrote on Instagram and asked if anyone would be interested in seeing an updated flip through, and I got a lot of yeses and likes, so I just thought I'd come on and quickly do one for you guys. So this is one of my Traveller's Notebook pouches that I've been making. It's got the batting in the middle so that it keeps the leather safe, and mine's got a vintage candy cane print and then a red holly on the inside. It can zip up, but because I've got all of this stuff, got all this pretty stuff on top, so I've just left it. It's a bit of a snug fit because it's quite chunky. Okay, so just push that out of the way. On the top here, I just had this crazy idea yesterday to make I bought these giant paper clips on the weekend at a shop, and I thought paper clip tassels because I had all these leftover bits from my journals and things, and I didn't want to chuck them out, so yeah, I thought I'd give it a go, and it turned out pretty cool. And I've got, so all of this stuff on top I've made myself or I've been gifted. This one I made from a Christmas bow that I cut up. Hang on, just let me fix the lighting a bit. Is that better? Oh, much better. Sorry, it's really overcast. I think we're about to get a storm here. This one's just a giant bell on a paper clip. This one's sinking. That one was a gift. This one was a vintage button from Johanna, and this one I made from a sticker and just laminated it. And on the bottom I've got some bookmarks, beaded bookmarks. This gorgeous snowman one is from my friend Liz. Thank you, Liz. And it's got bells on the other side. And then this one I made with the gingerbread buttons. My kids love making gingerbread. They don't actually eat gingerbread, so we make sugar cookie gingerbread, and we decorate them with lollies and icing. And so I've put, because my kids the gingerbread remind me of my kids, so I've got one there, and one there for each of my boys. 3 gingerbread. Okay, so we'll go inside. This is a Chic Sparrow Pemberley in Tenerife Sea colour. Now I don't put a lot in my pockets because it damages the leather, and I don't like that, so that's why my pocket's empty. I'll probably just put ephemera and stuff in them as I go along. So this is one of my pocket inserts that I was practicing with last week. It's got pockets on each side, and this has just got a little bit of vintage ephemera from Liz, and it goes through to the other side. I put 2 different fabrics just to make it interesting. This is my Pause Plan Create planner. This is the same as last time. I still haven't filled it out because I just don't get 5 minutes. When I get 5 minutes, I'm usually doing housework or washing but yeah, so I've got to go through and do that tonight. I've written all my lists down, like scribbled them down as I've ordered different things, but I need to transfer it all into here, so hopefully tonight. This is my junk journal insert from Johanna. She made me for Christmas. Thank you, Johanna. I love it so much. I'm going to use this one so as I said in my previous video, I have 3 boys, and they all have autism, and they interpret the world differently. Their minds work so different to, say, you know, non-challenged person. But then again, their minds all work so differently to each other. And it's really fascinating because they interpret the world differently, and I'll read a story and there'll be 3 different points of view, and none of them are even close to what I was thinking. So I want to, we do each year, I have 25 Christmas books that I've been collecting since my oldest was a baby, and I wrap them up every year and we reread them. And each night they get to unwrap, they take it in turns at unwrapping one book. So this book I'm going to use to just keep notes of how each of them interprets the books that we read, and then hopefully do the same again next year and compare the notes, see, you know, how they because it's the same books every year, so see whether they still have the same thoughts or if their minds have changed. It's just interesting to me. It keeps my life fascinating. I wouldn't have them any other way. But yeah, this is a beautiful book, and she made me this vintage button paperclip as well. And she made this cute card. It's got 3 little boys like mine. So cute. And that's the back of my pouch pocket. This pocket's empty at the moment, but I'm going to use this one for my journaling photos because I'll print every few days and then keep them in here so I don't lose them. This I made this week. It's like you would make a cardstock pocket insert, but I made it out of fabric. So I just put a bit of batting in between 2 pieces of fabric and stitched a pocket on. This was inspired by Johanna, and it goes through to the back. So it goes right around 2 inserts, but it's really cool. It feels so soft too. And this I made yesterday. You've probably seen these on YouTube before. It's just a bookmark pocket, and it's got 2 pockets on one side and then 2 pockets on the other side. And I'm just going to put like things that I collect along the way that I want to put in my journal. I'll just stick them in here, and then when I get a chance to journal, I can just go back and take them out of my bookmark. These are my 2 junk journals for my December daily. I was going to do 4, but I think 4 is too much, so I'm just going to stick to the 2. The reason why I have 2 is because I take a lot of photos and because my boys don't generally like to have photos together, I do individual photos, and I like to keep them all. So I'd rather have 2 books and keep all the photos, and then I'll just bind them into a hard cover after Christmas. So that's the first one. And this is a insert that I had from it was gifted to me, and it was in one of my other journals, but there was nothing in it. And I thought of a really cool idea to do with it. So I've put a Christmas photo from each year for the last 5 years, so since I've had 3 kids. So my twins were born on the 12th of the 12th, 2012. And they were in hospital for a couple of weeks because they were a bit preemie. And this was, I think, 2 days before Christmas Eve, the first Christmas that I had the 3 of them. We were still in hospital. And then this was, I took this in November, so this was just before they turned 1. And then this, see what I mean about, there's no such thing as I'll show you a bit closer up. There's no such thing as a good photo when you have 3 challenging children. But that makes me laugh. I love that dearly. That is my life, and you know, it's my Christmas photos. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to try and take more. I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm just going to accept it for what it is. And then this was actually a good one that I got, but Lucas is looking at Jackson. And that was when they were 3. And then this was last year, a family Christmas photo on Christmas Day. And Jack was grumpy for some reason, but we still got all of us in there. And this one was, sorry, out of frame. This one was, I think they were 4 days old or 5 days old. They weren't very old at all. You can still see the bruise on Jack's hand from his drip. They were really tiny little things. But yeah, they were in the same Santa hat. That's one of my favorite photos of them. So yeah, I'm going to, and then it's got, on the other side, it's got all the empty spaces. So I'm going to keep this in my Christmas notebook. And then each year, I'm going to add a new photo from that year and just keep collecting it up so I can see how much they've changed over the years. I thought that was really, really special. Anyway, and then this is my last junk journal, which you guys have already seen. So I'll just give a quick flick through. And my tags that I've been making. They're actually fiddlier than you would ever believe. And then this is my giant tassel paper clip that I made. And it's huge. Like, I've never seen paper clips that big before, but they turned out really good. And I have a couple left in the pack, so I'm gonna I've still got to hot glue the back of it so that it doesn't come undone. But I'm gonna make a couple with my leftovers to put in my Etsy shop. So I'll put a post on my Instagram when I do that. I'll link my Instagram below in the comments. Not the comments, sorry, the description box. But yep, and then that's the back of my folder. and that's all the changes that I've made so far. I did have a really cool Christmas pen, but the ink, I didn't trust it not to leak on my leather, so we took it back out. But that is my Traveler's Notebook for Christmas 2017. Hopefully not many more changes now, but I plan to do a flip through halfway through December and then one at the end of December so that you guys can see my December daily journaling. So if there is any other changes, you'll probably see it in those videos. But anyway, I hope that you are all having a wonderful November and getting prepared for Christmas, and I hope you all have a fabulous Christmas season, and I hope to see you again soon in December. See you later.